What's the matter? You do not meet a man but frowns. Our bloods no more obey the heavens than our courtiers seem to do the king.
The king's daughter, and heir to the kingdom, hath referred herself unto a poor but worthy gentleman. She's wedded, he banished, she imprisoned. All is outward sorrow.
Was she not purposed to Clotton, the queen's sole son?
Aye, he that is a thing too bad for bad report. And he that hath her, that married her, alack, good sir, and therefore banished.
What's his name and birth?
Posthumus Leonatus. His father was called Cecilius, who did but help against his honour with the Romans with Cymbeline. But alas, he died his sword in hand.
And his mother?
Deceased as he was born. The king, he takes the babe to his protection, calls him
Posthumus Leonatus.
Breeds him, who in his spring became a harvest, lived in court, which rare it is to do, most praised, most loved, and to his mistress, the king's daughter,
for whom he is now banished,
her own price proclaims how she esteemed him, and by her election may be truly read what kind of man he is.
I honour him, even out of your report. But pray you tell me, is she sole child to the king?
His only child. He had 2 sons who from their nursery was stolen, and to this day, no guess in knowledge which way they went.
How long is this ago?
Some 20 years.
That a king's children should be so slackly guarded.
Howsoever strange it is, yet it is true.
I do well believe you.
We must forbear. Here comes the gentleman, the queen and princess.
No, be assured you shall not find me, daughter, after the slander of most stepmothers evil-eyed unto you. You're my prisoner, but your jailer shall deliver you the keys that lock up your restraint. For you, Posthumus, so soon as I can win the offended king, the fire of rage is in him. I shall be known your advocate.
Please, your highness, I will from hence today.
Oh, you know the peril. I'll set to turn about the gardens, pitying the pangs of barred affections. Though the king hath charged you should not speak together.
Oh, dissembling courtesy! How fine this tyrant can tickle where she wounds! My dearest husband, you must be gone.
Oh, lady, weep no more. I will remain the loyalest husband that did e'er plight troth. My residence in Rome at one Philario's, who to my father was a friend. Thither write, and with mine eyes I'll drink the words you send, though ink be made of gold.
Be brief, I pray you. If the king come, I shall incur I know not how much of his displeasure. Yet I'll move him to walk this way.
Nay, stay. This diamond ring was my mother's. Take it, half. But keep it till you woo another wife, when Imogen is dead.
How? How? Another? You gentle gods, give me but this. I have. Remain. Remain thou here while sense can keep it on. And sweetest, fairest, for my sake wear this. It is a manacle of love. I'll place it upon the fairest prisoner.
Oh, the gods, when shall we see again?
Alack, the king!
No! Basest thing! Avoid hence! From my sight!
May the gods protect you and bless the good remains of this court. I am gone.
There cannot be a pinch in death more sharp than this is.
Oh, disloyal thing! Thou shouldst repair my youth. Thou heapst a year's age on me.
I beseech you, sir, harm not yourself with your vexation.
Ye past grace, obedience.
Past hope, and in despair that way past grace.
Thou mightst have had the sole son of my queen.
Oh, blessed that I might not. I chose an eagle and did avoid a crow.
Thou took'st a beggar! Was to make my throne a seat for baseness?
No, I rather added a lustre to it.
Oh, thou vile one!
Sir, it is your fault that I have loved Posthumus. You bred him as my playfellow, and he is a man worth any woman.
What? Art thou mad?
Almost, sir. Heaven restore me. Would that I were a neatherd's daughter and my Leonatus our neighbour shepherd's son.
Thou, foolish thing, they were again together. You have not done after our commands. Away with her, and pen her up.
Beseech your patience peace. Sweet sovereign, leave us to ourselves and make yourself some comfort out of your best advice.
Nay, let her languish a drop of blood a day, and being aged, die of this folly.
Fie, you must give way.
Your Highness!
Here is your servant. How now, sir? What news?
My lord, your son, draw my master.
What? No harm is done, I trust?
There might have been. They were parted by gentlemen at hand.
I am very glad on it.
Your son's my father's friend. He takes his part to draw upon an exile. Oh, brave sir. But why came you from your master?
On his command, he left these notes, of which command I should be subject to when it please you employ me.
This hath been your faithful servant. I dare lay mine honour he shall remain so.
I humbly thank your Highness.
Pray, walk a while.
Some half hour hence, pray you speak with me. You shall at least go see my lord aboard. For this time, leave me.
Sir, I would advise you to shift a shirt. The violence of action hath made you reek as a sacrifice.
If my shirt were bloody, then to shift it. Have I hurt him?
No, faith. Hurt him? His body's a passable carcass if he be not hurt. It is a thoroughfare for steel if he be not hurt.
The villain would not stand me.
No, but he fled forward still towards your face.
Or would they had not come between us?
So would I, till you had measured how long a fool you were upon the ground.
And that she should love this fellow and refuse me!
Sir, as I've told you always, her beauty and her brain go not together. She is a good sign, but I have seen small reflection of her wit.
Come, I'll to my chamber. Would there have been some hurt done?
I wish not so, unless it had been the fall of an ass, which is no great hurt.
Oh, would thou screwest unto the shores of the haven and questioned every sail. Should he write, and I not have it? 'Twere a paper lost. What was the last he spake to thee?
It was his queen, his queen.
Then waved his handkerchief.
And kissed it, madam.
Oh, senseless linen, happier therein than I. And that was all.
No, madam. For so long he did keep the deck, with glove, or hat, or handkerchief, still waving.
You should have made him as little as a crow, or less ere left after I him.
Madam, so I did.
I would have broken mine eye strings, cracked them, till he had melted from the smallness of a gnat to air. But, good Bassanio, when shall we hear from him again?
Be assured, madam, with his next vantage.
I did not take my leave of him, or ere I could give him that parting kiss, comes in my father, and like the tyrannous breathing of the north, shakes all our buds from growing.
The Queen, madam, desires your Highness' company.
Those things I bid thee do, get them dispatched. I will attend the Queen. This way.
sir. I have seen him in Britain, but then I could have then looked upon him without the help of admiration.
You speak of him when less furnished than now he is.
That is matter of marrying the king's daughter and then his banishment. How comes it he is to sojourn with you? How creeps acquaintance?
To his father I have been often bound for no less than my life. Here comes the Briton. Let him be so entertained amongst you as suits of gentlemen of your knowing to a stranger of his quality.
Sir, we have known together since Orleans.
Since when have I been indebted to you for courtesies?
Sir, you hate my poor kindness. I'm glad I could atone my countrymen on you on the importance of so slight and trivial in nature.
By your pardon, sir, my quarrel was not altogether slight.
Can we ask with manners, what was the difference?
Safely, I think. It was a contention in public where each of us fell in praise of our country mistresses. This gentleman at the time claiming his to be more wise, chaste, virtuous, constant, qualified, and less attemptable than any of our fairest ladies in France.
That lady is not now living, or this gentleman's opinion by this worn out.
She holds her virtue still, and I in my mind.
As fair and as good. Something too fair and too good for any lady of Britain.
I praised her as I rated her, so do I my stone.
What do you esteem it at?
More than the world enjoys.
Either your unparagoned mistress is dead, or she is outprized by a trifle.
You are mistaken. The one may be sold or given, the other is not a thing for sale, and only the gift of the gods.
Which the gods have given you.
Which by their graces I shall keep.
You may wear her and title yours. But you know, strange fowl light upon neighbouring ponds. And your ring may be stolen too.
Your Italy contains none so accomplished a courtier to convince the honour of my mistress. I do nothing doubt you have store of thieves. Notwithstanding, I fear not my ring.
Let us leave here. Gentlemen.
Sir, with all my heart.
With 5 times so much conversation, I should get ground of your fair mistress. Make her go back, even to the yielding, had I admittance and opportunity to friend.
No, no.
I dare thereupon pawn the moiety of my estate to your ring, and to bar your offence hereinto, I durst attempt against any lady in the world.
Gentlemen, enough of this.
What lady would you choose to assail?
Yours. I will lay 10,000 ducats to your ring, and will bring from thence that honour of hers which you imagine so reserved.
I'll wager against your gold, gold to it. My ring I hold dear as my finger, 'tis part of it.
But I see you have some religion in you that you fear.
I shall but lend my diamond till your return. My mistress exceeds in goodness the hugeness of your unworthy thinking. I dare you to this match. Here's my ring.
I will have this no lay.
By the gods, it is won. If I bring back no sufficient testimony that I have enjoyed the dearest bodily part of your mistress, she your jewel, this your jewel, and my gold are yours.
If you make your voyage upon her and give me directly to understand that you have prevailed, I am no further your enemy. She is not worth our debate.
Your hand. A covenant. And straight away for Britain. I will fetch our gold and have our 2 wagers recorded.
Agreed.
Will this hold, think you?
Signor Iachimo will not from it. Pray, let us follow them. Whilst yet the dew's on the ground, I'll gather these flowers. Now, Master Doctor, have you bought those drugs?
Pleaseth your highness, aye. Here they are, madam. But I beseech your grace, wherefore you have commanded of me these most poisonous compounds.
I wonder, Doctor, thou asked me such a question. I will try the forces of these thy compounds on such creatures as we count not worth the hanging, but none human.
Your highness shall from this practice but make hard your heart.
Oh, content thee. Here comes a flattering rascal. Upon him will I first work. He's from his master and enemy to my son. How now, Pisanio? Doctor, your service for this time has ended. Take your own way. Hark thee, a word.
I do not like her. She don't think she has strange lingering poisons. I do know her spirit, and will not trust one of her malice with a drug of such damned nature. But there is no danger in what show of death it makes. She is fooled with a most false effect, and I the truer so to be false with her.
No further service, Doctor, until I send for thee.
I humbly take my leave.
Weep she still, sayest thou? Dost thou not think in time she will not quench, and let instruction enter where folly now possesses? Do thou work. When thou shalt bring me word she loves my son, I shall tell thee on the instant. Thou art then as great as is thy master. Oh! Thou takest up, thou knowest not what, but take it for thy labour. It is a thing I made, which 5 times hath redeemed the king from death. Nay, I prithee, take it. Tell your mistress how the case stands with her. Do it, as from thyself. I'll move the king to any shape of thy preferment, such as thou wilt desire. Tell my women I come. Think on my words. A sly and constant knave, I have given him that which, if he take, shall quite unpeople her of lieges for her sweet, and which she after, except she bend her humour, shall be assured to taste of too.
Your ladies attend, your grace.
Fare thee well, Pisanio. Think on my words.
And shall do. But when to my good lord I prove untrue, I'll choke myself. There's all I'll do for you.
Okay, so this is a good place. That's a great place
A father cruel, and a stepdame false, a foolish suitor to a wedded lady that hath her husband banished. Oh, that husband, my supreme crown of grief, and those repeated vexations of it. Who may this be? Fie!
A noble gentleman of Rome comes from my lord with letters.
Change you, madam. The worthy Leonatus is in safety, and he greets your highness dearly.
Thank you, sir. You're kindly welcome.
All of her that is out of door most rich. Army audacity from head to foot.
He is one of the noblest note, to whose kindness I am most infinitely tied. Reflect upon him accordingly, as you value your trust. Leonatus. You are as welcome, worthy sir.
Thanks, fairest lady. What? Are men mad? Hath nature given them eyes to see this vaulted arch and this rich crop of sea and land? And can we not partition make spectacles so precious twixt fair and foul?
What makes your admiration?
It cannot be in the eye, for apes and monkeys twixt 2 such sheaves would chatter this way and contend with mouths the other, nor in the judgment, nor in the appetite.
What thus raps you, dear sir? Are you well?
Well, madam, thanks. Beseech you, sir, desire my man's abode where I did leave him.
I was going, sir, to give him welcome.
Continues well, my lord, his health, beseech you?
Well, madam,
Is he disposed to mirth? I hope he is.
so merry and so gamesome. He is called the Britain Reveller.
When he was here, he did incline to sadness, and oft times not knowing why.
I never saw him sad. The jolly Briton, your lord, I mean, laughs from free lungs, cries, "Oh, can my sides hold, to think that man who knows what woman is will his free hours languish for a short bondage."
Will my lord say so?
Aye, madam, with eyes in flood with laughter. Whilst I am bound to wonder, I am bound to pity too.
What do you pity, sir?
Two creatures, heartily.
I pray you deliver with more openness your answers to my demands. Why do you pity me?
Well, the others do. I was about to say, enjoy your... But it is an office of the gods to venge it, not mine to speak on it.
You seem to know something of me, or what concerns me. Pray you discover to me what both you spur and stop.
Had I this cheek to bathe my lips upon, this hand whose touch, whose every touch, would force the feeler's soul to the oath of loyalty, should I, damned then, slather with lips as common as the stairs that mount the Capitol?
My lord, I fear, has forgot Britain.
And himself.
Let me hear no more.
Oh, dearest soul, your cause doth strike my heart with pity, it doth make me sick. Be revenged, or she that bore you was no queen, and you recoil from your great stock.
Revenged? If it be true, how may I be revenged?
Well, should he make me live like Diana's priest, twixt cold sheets, whilst he is vaulting variable ramps? Revenge it. I dedicate myself to your sweet pleasure, more noble than that runagate to your bed.
What ho, Sanio?
Let me, my service, tender on your lips.
Away, I do condemn mine ears that have so long attended thee. If thou wert honourable, thou wouldst have told this tale for virtue, not for such an end thou seekst. What ho, Bassanio? The king, my father, shall be made acquainted of thy assault. What ho, Bassanio?
Oh, happy Leonatus, I may say. The credit that thy lady haveth thee deserves thy trust. Give me your pardon. I spoke of this to know if your affiance were deeply rooted, and shall make your lord that which he is new over.
You make amends.
He sits amongst men like a descended god. Be not angry. The love I bear him made me fan you thus. But the gods made you, unlike all others, chaffless. Pray your pardon.
All's well, sir. Take my power in the court for yours.
My humble thanks. I had almost forgot to entreat your grace on a small request, but of moment too, for it concerns your lord.
Pray, what is?
Some dozen Romans of us and your lord have mingled sums to buy the emperor a present, and I am something curious to have them in safe stowage. May it please your grace to take them into protection.
Willingly, since my lord hath interest in them. I will keep them in my bedchamber.
They are in a trunk, attended by my men. I will make bold to send them to you, only for tonight. I must aboard tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Yes, madam, beseech. I crossed the seas on purpose and promise to see your grace.
I thank you for your pains, but not away tomorrow.
Oh, I must, madam. If you wish to greet your lord in writing, do it tonight. I have outstood my time.
I will write. Send your trunk to me. It shall safe be kept.
Up here, over here. Come on, come on, come on. Into the space, into the space.
Sorry.
What's that? When I kissed a jack upon an upcast to be hit away, I had £100 on it. And then some horse and jackanapes must take me up for swearing.
What got he by that? You broke his pate with your bowl.
Horse and dog. I give him satisfaction. Would he had been one of my rank.
To have smelled like a fool.
I'm not vexed at anything in the earth more. A pox on it. I'd rather not be so noble as I am. They dare not fight with me because of my mother, the queen. Yet every jackslave hath his belly full of fighting, and I must go up and down like some cock that nobody can match.
You are cock and capon too. And you crow, cock, with your comb on.
Sayest thou?
It does not fit your lordship should undertake every companion you give offence to.
No, I know that. But it is right that I should commit offence to my inferiors.
Did you know of a stranger that comes to court tonight?
A stranger, and I not know on it.
A strange fellow himself and knows it not. An Italian comes. 'Tis thought one of Leonata's friends.
Leonatus! A banished rascal! And he's another whatsoever he be. Who told you of this stranger?
One of your lordship's pages.
Come, I'll go see this Italian. What I've lost today at bowls, I'll win of him tonight.
I will attend your lordship. That such a crafty devil as is his mother should yield the world this ass. A woman that bears all down with her brain, and this her son cannot take 2 from 20 and leave 18. Poor princess, thou divine Imogen, what thou endurest. The heavens hold firm the walls of thy dear honour.
My good woman Helen. What hour is it?
Almost midnight, madam.
I have read 3 hours then. Mine eyes are weak. Sleep hath seized me wholly. To your protection, commend me, gods.
Crickets sing, and a man's over-laboured sense repairs itself by rest. Our Tarquin thus did softly press the rushes, ere he wakened the chastity he wounded. Cytherea, how bravely thou becomes thy bed, fresh, lily and whiter than the sheets that I might touch. But kiss? Just one kiss? Rubies, unparagoned. 'Tis her breathing that perfumes the chamber thus, and the flame of the taper bows towards her. But my design to note the chamber, I will write down such and such pictures. There, the window, such the adornment of her bed, the arras, figures, why, such and such, the contents of the story. But some natural notes about her body would testify to enrich mine infantry. Sleep, thou ape of death, lie dull upon her. Come off. Come off. It is mine. And this will witness outwardly. On her left breast, a mole, sank spotted like the crimson drops in the bottom of a cowslip. This secret will force him think I have picked the lock and taken the treasure of her honor. No more. To what end? Why should I write that's riveted, screwed to my memory? She hath been reading of late the tale of Tereus. And here, the leaves folded down, where Philomel gave up. I have enough. Into my trunk again. And shut the springs of it. Swift, swift, you dragons of the night, for dawning may bear the raven's eye. I lodge in fear, though this, a heavenly angel, hell is here. 1, 2, 3. Time.
Most coldest that ever turned up ace.
It would make any man cold to lose.
You get most hot and furious when you win.
Winning will put any man into courage. If I could get this foolish Imogen, I should have gold enough. It's almost morning, is it not?
Day, my lord.
I would this music would come. I'm advised to give her music on mornings. They say it will penetrate. Come on, shoot. So if you can penetrate with your finger, so we'll try with tongue too. Hark, hark the lark, and heaven's gate sings and sleepless kids arise. Steeds to water at those springs on chalice flowers delight. Winking merry thoughts begin to own their golden eyes. With everything that pretty is, a lady sweet arise, 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 arise! So get you gone. If this music penetrates, I will consider your music the better.
Here comes the king!
I'm glad I was up so late, for that's the reason I was up so early.
Attend you here the door of our stern daughter? Or will she not fall?
I have assailed her with music, but she vouchsafes no notice.
Or the exile of her minion is too new. She hath not yet forgot him. Some more time must wear the print of his remembrance on it. And then she's yours.
You are most bound to the king, who lets go by no vantages made refer you to his daughter. Let denials increase your services, that you in all obey her. Your command to wed your dismission tends, and therein you are senseless.
Senseless? Not so.
So like you, sir. Ambassadors from Rome. The one is Caius Lucius.
A worthy fellow. Albeit he comes with an angry purpose now. But that's no fault of his. Our dear son, when you've given good morning to your mistress, attend the queen and us. We shall have need to employ you towards this Roman. Come, our queen.
If she be awake, I'll speak with her. If not, let her lie still and dream. By your leave, her! Good morrow, fairest sister. Your sweet hand.
Good morrow, sir. You lay out too much pains for purchasing but trouble. The thanks I give is telling you that I am poor of thanks.
Still, I swear I love you.
If you but said so, 'twere as deep with me.
This is no answer.
Pray you spare me faith.
To leave you in your madness, 'twere my sin. I will not.
Fools cure not mad folks.
Do you call me fool?
As I am mad, I do.
You sin against obedience for the contract which you owe your father with that base wretch. It is no contract. None.
Profane fellow. Wert thou the son of Jupiter, thou wert too base to be my dear lord's groom.
The south fog rot him.
His meanest garment is dearer in my respects than all the hairs above thee. Oh, how now, Bassanio.
His meanest garment. His meanest garment. Now the devil.
Go bid my woman search for a jewel that too casually hath left mine arm. It was thy master's. Confident I am, last night 'twas on mine arm.
Will not be lost.
I hope so. Go and search.
You have abused me. His meanest garment.
I have said so, sir.
I shall inform your father.
Your mother too, for she's my good woman and will conceive, I hope, but the worst of me. So, I leave you, sir.
I'll be revenged. His meanest garment. Well.
Come on back to Rome.
Fear it not, sir. Would I were so sure to win the king as I am bold, her honour will remain hers.
What means do you make to him?
Not any, but abide the change of time. Quake in the present winter's state, and hope warmer days would come. In these seared times, I barely gratify your love.
Your very goodness and company, O pray, is all I can do. By this your king hath heard of great Augustus. Caius Lucius will do his commission throughly, and I think he'll grant the tribute, send the arrearages, or look upon our Romans, whose remembrance is yet fresh in their grief.
I do believe, statist though I am none, nor like to be, that this will prove a war. Our countrymen are men more ordered than when Julius Caesar smiled at their lack of skill.
Giacomo, welcome, sir.
I do hope the briefness of your answer made the speediness of your return.
Your lady is the fairest I have looked upon.
And therewith all the best.
Here, let us view.
Ah, that's not good, I trust.
It was very like.
Was Caius Lucius in the Britain court when you were there?
He was expecting, but he not approached.
All is well yet. Sparkles this stone, as it was wont, or is it too dull for your good wearing?
Should I have lost it, I would have lost the worth of it in gold. I would travel twice as far to have a second night of such sweet shortness that was mine in Britain. But the ring is won.
The stone's too hard to come by.
Not a whit, your lady being so easy.
Make not, sir. Your loss, your sport. I hope you know we must not continue friends.
Good sir, we must, if you keep covenant. Had I not brought the knowledge of your mistress home, I grant you we were to question further. But I confess myself the winner of her honour, together with that ring, and not the wronger of her or you, having proceeded by both your wills.
If you can make it apparent that you have tasted her in bed, my hand and ring is yours. If not, the foul opinion you had of her pure honour gains or loses your sword or mine, or masterless leaves both to who shall find them. Proceed.
First, her bedchamber, where I confess I slept not, but profess had that was well worth watching. It was hanged with tapestry of silver and silk, and the story of the proud Cleopatra when she met her Roman.
This is true. And this you might have heard of here, by me, or by some other.
The chimney is south the chamber. Chimney piece chaste Diane bathing.
This is a thing from relation you may have likewise reaped, being as it is much spoke of.
The roof of the chamber, with the golden cherubims, is fretted.
This is her honour! Let it be known that you have seen all this. The description of what is in her chamber, nothing saves the wager you have laid.
Then, if you can be pale, I beg but leave to air this jewel. It must be married to that ring of yours, so I'll have them.
Jove, once again let me behold it. Is it that which I left with her?
Sir, I thank her that she stripped it from her arm. She gave it to me, and she said she prized it once.
Maybe she plucked it off to send it me.
She wrote to you, does she?
Oh, no, no, no. 'Tis true. Take this too. It is a basilisk unto mine eye. Kills me to look on it. Let there be no honour where there is beauty. Truth where semblance. Love where there is another man. Oh, above measure false.
Have patience, sir, and take your ring again. 'Tis not yet won. It may be probable that one of her women, being corrupted, hath stolen it from her.
Very true. Back my ring. Render to me some corporeal sign more evident about her than this, for this was stolen.
By Jupiter, I had it from her arm.
Hark you! He swears, by Jupiter he swears. He hath enjoyed her. Here, take thy hire too. And all the fiends of hell divide themselves between you.
Sir, be patient. This is not strong enough to be believed and one persuaded well of.
Never talk on it. She hath been courted by him.
If you seek for further satisfying, on her left breast, worthy the pressing, lies a mole. You do remember that stain upon her?
Aye. and it doth confirm another stain as big as hell can hold.
Will you hear more?
Spare your arithmetic, or that I had her here to tear her limb meal. Or go there and do it in the court before her father, or do something.
Quite besides the government of patience. You have won. Come, let us pervert the present course of wrath he hath against himself.
With all my heart.
Is there no way for men to be, but women must be half workers? We are all bastards. Oh, vengeance! Vengeance!
Now, say, what would Augustus Caesar with us?
His most gracious Majesty Cymbeline, when Julius Caesar, whose remembrance yet lives in men's eyes, and will to ears and tongues be theme and hearing ever, was in this Britain and conquered it. Cymbeline, thine uncle, for him and his succession granted Rome a tribute. Yearly £3,000, which by thee lately is left unattended.
And to kill the marvel shall be so ever.
I am sorry, Cymbeline, that I am to pronounce Augustus Caesar, Caesar that hath more kings his servants than thyself domestic officers, thine enemy. War and confusion in Caesar's name I pronounce against thee. Look for fury not to be resisted. Caius Lucius, general of the Roman army.
There be many Caesars, ere such another as Julius. Britain's a world by itself, and we will nothing pay for wearing our own noses.
That opportunity which then they had to take from us, to resume we have again. Remember, sir, my liege, the kings your ancestors together, with the natural bravery of your isle, as stands in Neptune's park, ribbed and paled in with oaks, unscalable and roaring waters, with sands that will not bear your enemies' boats, but suck them up to the topmast. A kind of conquest Caesar made here.
Come, there's no more tribute to be paid. Our kingdom is stronger than it was at that time. And as I say, there be no more such Caesars. Other of them may have crooked noses, but to owe such straight arms, none.
Son, let your mother end.
Why tribute? Why should we pay tribute? Many of us can fight as well as Cymbeline. I do not say I am one, but I have a hand. Why tribute? If Caesar can hide the sun from us with a blanket or put the moon in his pocket, we will pay him tribute for light. Else, sir, no more tribute. Pray you now.
You must know, till the injurious Romans did extort this tribute from us, we were free. Caesar's ambition, which swelled so much that it did almost stretch to the sides of the world, against all colour here did put the yoke upon us, which to shake off becomes a warlike people, whom we reckon ourselves to be. Caesar knighted me. My youth I spent much under him. Of him I gathered honour, which he now seeks of me again, perforce. I am perfect, and the Pannonians and Dalmatians for their liberties are now in arms, a precedent which not to read would show the Britons cold. So Caesar shall not find them.
Let proof speak. They shall find us in our saltwater girdle. If they beat us out of it, it is theirs for the taking. If they fall in the adventure, our crows shall fare the better for them. And there's an end.
I know their master's pleasure and they mine. All that remain is welcome.
How? Of adultery? Wherefore write you not what monster's her accuser? Oh, master, Leonatus, what a strange infection had fallen into thy ear! What false Italian hath prevailed on thy too ready hearing? Disloyal? No! Oh, my master, do it! The letter that I have sent her by her own command shall give thee opportunity. This damned paper, black is the ink that's on thee! Lo, here she comes. Here is a letter from my lord.
Who thy lord? That is my lord Leonatus. Oh, good wax thy leave. Blessed be these bees that make these locks of counsel. Good news, gods. Justice and your father's wrath, should he take me in his dominion, could not be so cruel to me as you, oh, the dearest of creatures, could even renew me with your eyes. Take notice that I am in Cambria, at Milford Haven. What your own love will out of this advise you follow. So he wishes you all happiness that remains loyal to his vow, and your increasing in love. Leonatus Posthumus. Oh, for a horse with wings! Here's thou, Pisanio. He is at Milford Haven. Read, and tell me how far 'tis thither. Oh, but first of all, how we may steal from hence. Prithee speak. How many score of miles may we well ride twixt hour and hour?
1 score twixt sun and sun, madam.
Why, one that rode to's execution man could never go so slow. Go bid my woman feign a sickness, and provide me presently a riding suit. Away, I prithee. Do as I bid thee, there's no more to say. Accessible is none but Milford way.
A goodly day not to keep house with such whose roofs as low as ours. Stoop, boys, this gate instructs you how to adore the heavens. Hail, thou fair heaven!
Hail, heaven!
Hail! Heaven!
Now for our mountain sport. Up to yond hill. Your legs are young. I'll tread these flats. But consider, when you above perceive me as a crow, that it is place which lessens and sets off. Oh, this life is nobler than attending for a check, richer than doing nothing for a robe.
And of your proof you speak, we poor unfledged have never winged from view of the nest.
We have seen nothing. We are beastly, subtle as the fox for praise.
How you speak? Did you but know the art of the court? Cymbeline loved me, but in one night, 2 villains whose false host prevailed swore to Cymbeline I was confederate with the Romans. And so followed my banishment. And this, 20 years, this rock and these domains have been my world. But up to the mountains. This is not hunter's language. I'll meet you in the valleys. How hard it is to hide the sparks of nature. These boys know little they are sons to the king, nor Cymbeline dreams that they are alive. They think they are mine. This, Polydore, the heir of Cymbeline and Britain, who the king his father called Guiderius. The princely blood flows in his cheek. The younger brother, Cadwal, once Arviragus,
strikes life into my speech. Oh, Cymbeline, heaven and my conscience knows thou didst unjustly banish me, whereon at 2 and 3 years old I stole these babes, thinking to bar thee of succession, as thou refst me of my lands. Myself, Belarius, thou art Morgan called, they take for natural father. The game is up. Oh! 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 Oh!
You told me when we came from horse the place was near at hand. Pisanio, man, where is Posthumus? What is in thy mind that makes thee stare thus? What's the matter?
Please you, read, and you shall find me wretched.
Thy mistress Pisanio hath played the strumpet in my bed. I speak from proof as strong as my grief, and as certain as I expect my revenge. That part, thou, Pisanio, must act for me. Let thine own hands take away her life. I shall give thee opportunity at Milford Haven. Leonatus Posthumus.
What shall I need to draw my knife? The paper hath cut her throat already. What cheer, madam?
False. To his bed.
Alas, good lady.
Aye, false. Thy conscience witness, Iachimo. Thou didst accuse him of incontinency. Thou then look'st like a villain, now methinks thy favour's good enough. Some jay of Italy hath betrayed him. Oh, men's vows are women's traitors.
Good madam, hear me.
True honest men, being heard like false Aeneas, were in his time thought false. So thou, Posthumus, wilt lay the leaven on all proper men. Come, fellow, be thou honest. Do thou thy master's bidding. Strike.
Hence, vile instrument! Thou shalt not damn my hand!
Why, I must die. And if I do not by thy hand, thou art no servant of thy master's. Come, here's my heart. Soft, what is here? The scriptures of the loyal Leonatus, all turned to heresy. Away, away, corrupters of my faith!
Good madam, since I received command to do this business, I have not slept one wink.
Do it and to bed then.
Awake mine eyeballs out first.
Wherefore then didst undertake it? Why hast thou abused so many miles with a pretence?
To win time, but to lose so bad employment in the which I have considered of a course. Good madam, hear me with patience.
Talk thy tongue weary. Speak.
It cannot be but that my master has been abused. Some villain hath done you both this cursed injury.
Some Roman courtesan?
No, but on my life, I'll give but notice you are dead. Send some bloody sign of it. 'Tis commanded I would do so.
What shall I do the while? Where bide? How live?
If you'll go back to the court, I'll...
No court, no father, nor no more ado with that harsh, noble, simple nothing, that clotton.
If not at court, then not in Britain must you bide.
Where then? Hath Britain not all the sun that shines? Day, night? Are they not but in Britain?
I am most glad you think other place. The ambassador, Lucius the Roman, comes to Milford Haven tomorrow. If you could wear a disguise, you should tread a course near the residence of Posthumus.
Oh, for such means I would adventure.
Well then, Here's the point. You must forget to be a woman. Trade fear into your waggish courage, ready in jibes, quick-answered and as querulous as the weasel.
Nay, be brief. I see into thy end, and am almost a man already.
First, make yourself but like one. For thinking this, I have already fit this in my cloak bag. For noble Lucius, present yourself, desire his service.
Thou art all the comfort the gods will diet me with. Prithee, away, away, I prithee.
Well, madam, we must take a short farewell. My noble mistress, here is a box I had from the Queen. What's in it is most precious. If you are sick at sea, stomach qualms on land, a dram of this, doth say the Queen, shall drive away distemper. Now, to some shade and direct you to your manhood. May the gods direct you to the best.
Amen. I thank thee.
Thus far and so farewell.
Thanks, royal sir. When my emperor hath wrote, I must from hence, and I right sorry to report ye my master's enemy.
Our subject, sir, will not endure his yoke.
So, sir, I desire of you a conduct over land at Milford Haven. Madam, all joy before your grace. Adieu.
My lords are appointed for that office. And so farewell, noble Lucius.
Your hand, my lord.
Receive it friendly, but from this time forth I wear it as your enemy.
The event is yet to name the winner. Fare you well.
Leave not the noble Lucius good, my lord, till he have crossed the Severn. A happiness!
He goes hence frowning, but it honours us that we have given him cause.
'Tis all the better. Your valiant Britons have their wishes in it.
Lucius hath wrote already to the emperor how it goes here. It fits us therefore ripely our chariots and horsemen be in readiness.
'Tis not sleepy business, but must be looked to speedily and strongly.
Our expectation that it would be thus hath made us forward. But my gentle queen, where is our daughter? Call her before us. We have been too slight in sufferance.
Royal sir, since the exile of Posthumus, most retired hath her life been. Beseech your majesty, forbear sharp speeches to her. She's a lady so tender of rebukes that words are strokes, and strokes death to her.
Where is she, son? How can her contempt be answered?
Her chambers are all locked, and there is no answer to the loudest of noise we make.
My lord, when last I went to visit her, she prayed me to excuse her keeping close.
Her door's locked, and not seen of late. Grant heavens that which I fear prove false!
Son, I say follow the king.
That man of hers, Bassanio, her old servant, I have not seen these 2 days.
Go look after! Bassanio that standeth so for Posthumus. He hath a drug of mine, which he thinks is a thing most precious. I have given him that which, if he take, shall quite unpeople her of lieges for her sweet. But for her, where has she gone? Haply despair hath seized her. She being down, I have the placing of the British crown. How now, my son?
To certain, she is fled. Go in and cheer the king, he rages. None dare come about him.
All the better. May this night forestall him of the coming day.
I love and hate her, for she's fair and royal and hath all courtly parts more exquisite than lady. Ladies, women. But for disdaining me and throwing favours on the low Posthumus, I will conclude to hate her. Nay, indeed, to be revenged upon her. Who is here? What are you plotting, sir? Oh, you precious panda villain! Where is thy lady?
Oh, good, my lord.
Where is thy lady, or by Jupiter I will not ask again? Is she with Posthumus?
Alas, lord, how can she be with him? When would she miss? He is in Rome.
Where is she, sir? Come nearer.
Oh, my alworthy lord!
All-worthy villain. Speak!
Well then, sir, this paper is the history of my knowledge touching her flight.
Let's see it. I will pursue her even to Augustus' throne.
Or this, or perish! I'll write to my lord, she is dead. Oh, Imogen, safe mayst thou wander, safe return again.
Sir, is this letter true?
Sir, as I think.
It is Posthumus' hand! I know it! If thou wouldst do me true service, and not be a villain, will thou serve me? Will thou serve me?
Yes, I will.
Give me thy hand. Hast any of thy late master's garments in thy possession?
Yes, at my lodging.
Fetch that suit. Bring it hither. Let it be thy first service. Go.
Yes, my noble lord.
Meet thee at Milford Haven. Even there, thou villain Posthumus, will I kill thee. I would these garments would come. She said upon a time that she held the very garments of Posthumus in more respect than my noble and natural person. But with that suit upon my back, while I ravish her, first kill him, and as I say in her eyes to vex her, will I execute in the clothes that she so praised. Be those the garments?
Aye, my noble lord.
How long is it since she went to Milford Haven?
She can scarce be there yet.
Bring this apparel to my chamber. My revenge is now at Milford if I had wings to follow it. Come. And be true.
Thou bids me to my loss, for true to thee were to prove false, which I will never be.
I see a man's life as a tedious one. I have tied myself, and for 2 nights together have made the ground my bed. I should be sick, but that my resolution helps me. O Posthumus, thou art one of the false ones. But what is this? Here is a path to it. 'Tis some savage hole. I dare not call, yet famine makes it valiant. Ho! Who's here? Ho! No answer. Then I'll enter.
You, Polydor, have proved best mudwoman, and our master of the feast. Cadwell and I will play cook and servants. Come, let our stomachs make what's homely savoury.
I am weak with toil. yet strong in appetite.
We have cold meat in the cave. Would browse on that what would we have killed? Be cooked.
Stay! Come not in! But I'll eat our victuals. I should think you were a fairy.
What's the matter?
By Jupiter, an angel! Or if not, an earthly paragon. Behold, divineness! No elder than a boy.
Good masters, harm me not. Before I entered here, I called and thought to have begged or bought what I have took. Here's money for my meat.
Money, youth.
All gold and silver rather turn to dirt.
I see you're angry. No, if you should kill me for my faults, I should have died had I not made it.
Or whither bound?
To Milford Haven.
Or what's thy name?
Fidele, sir.
Or prithee, fair youth, think us no churls. 'Tis almost night. You shall have better cheer ere you depart, and thanks to say and eat it. Boys, bid him welcome.
Were ye woman, youth? I should woo hard.
I'll love him as my brother. Most welcome for you, fall amongst friends.
Amongst friends, if brothers. Would it had been that they had been my father's sons.
He rings us some distress.
Would I could free it.
Or I, whatever it be.
Great men that had a court no bigger than this cave could not outpeer these twain. Gods, pardon me. I changed my sex to be companion with them since Leonatus falls.
Boys, we'll go dress our hunt. A fair youth, come in. When we have supped, we'll manly demand thee of thy story.
Pray, draw near.
The night to the owl, and morn to the lark less welcome.
Thanks, sir.
I pray, draw near.
Odds busy games! I'm near to the place where they should meet, if Bassanio hath mapped it truly. How fit his garments serve me. Why should his mistress, that was made by him that made the tailor, not be fit too? I must play the workman. I mean, the lines of my body are as well drawn as his. No less young, more strong, not beneath him in fortunes, above him in birth. Yet this imperseverant thing loves him in my despite. What mortality is, posthumous, thy head which is growing upon thy shoulders, shall this hour be off, thy mistress enforced, thy garments cut to pieces before thy face. Out, sword, and to a sore purpose, fortune put them into my hand.
You are not well. Remain here in the cave. We'll come to you after hunting.
Brother, stay here. Are we not brothers?
I am very sick.
Go you to hunting. I'll abide with him.
So sick I am not. Yet I am not well. So please you leave me here. I am not very sick. Pray you trust me here.
I love thee. I have spoke it, as much as I love my father.
What? How? How?
I know not why I love this youth.
Oh, noble strain! Oh, worthiness of nature! Breed of greatness!
Will not be long away. Brother, farewell.
I wish you sport.
And you health, so please you, sir.
The Ah, kind creatures. Gods, what lies I have heard. Our courtier says all savage but at court. Experience, oh thou just proves report. Imperious seas breeds monsters. I am sick still, heart sick. Pisanio, I'll now taste of this drug.
To the field! To the field! We'll leave you for this time. Go in and rest.
We'll not be long away.
And pray, be not sick.
Well or ill, I am bound to you.
This youth, howe'er distressed, appears he hath had good ancestors.
How angel-like he sings!
But his neat cookery, he cuts our roots and characters.
Come, it is great morning. Come away.
Yeah!
Who's there?
I cannot find those renegades. That villain hath mocked me. I'm faint.
Those renegades. Is he not us? I partly know him. 'Tis Clotten, the son of the Queen. I fear some ambush. We are held as outlaws.
Hence, he is but one. You and my brother search what companies are near. Pray you away. Let me alone with him.
What are you that fly me thus? Some villain mountaineers I have heard of such. What slave art thou?
A thing more slavish did I ne'er answering a slave without a knock.
Thou art a robber, a lawbreaker, a villain. Yield thee.
To who? To thee? What art thou? Have I not an arm as big as thine? Why should I yield to thee?
Thou villain base, know'st me not by my clothes.
What's thy name?
Clotten, thou villain!
Clotten! Now double villain be thy name. I cannot tremble at it. Were it toad or adder, spider, 'twould move me sooner.
To thy further fear, thou shalt know I am son to the Queen.
I'm sorry for out seeming so worthy as thy birth.
Art not a fear?
Those I reverence, those I fear, the wise. At fools I laugh, not fear them.
Die the death, and on the gates of Ludstown set your heads. Yield, rustic mountaineer!
No companies abroad.
Not in the world you did mistake him, sure.
I cannot tell. Long is it since I saw him, but I am absolute. 'Twas very Clotten.
In this place we left them.
But see thy brother.
This Clotten was a fool. An empty purse. Not Hercules could have knocked out his brains, for he had none.
Yes!
What hast thou done?
I am perfect, what? Cut off one Clotten's head.
Yes!
We are all undone.
Why, worthy father? What have we to lose? That he swore to take our lives. The law protects not us. Then why should we be tender to let an arrogant piece of flesh threat us? What companies discover you abroad?
No single soul can we set eye on. But in all safe reason, he must have some attendance.
Let ordnance come! As the gods foresay, howsoever my brother hath done well.
Yes! I had no minds to hunt this day. With his own sword, which he waved against my throat, I have taken his head from him. I'll throw it in the creek behind our rock and let it to the sea. And I'll tell the fishes, he's the Queen's son, Clotten. That's all I reck.
Yes!
I fear 'twill be revenged. If Polydor thou hast not done it.
Would I done it?
Well, it is done. We'll hunt no more today. I'll stay till hasty Polydor return and bring him to dinner presently.
Poor sake for daylight, willingly to him.
O thou goddess, thou divine nature, thou thyself, thou blazon'st in these two princely boys. And yet still, it's strange, what Cloten's being here to us portends, or what his death will bring us.
Where's my brother? I have sent Cloten's clop-hole downstream in embassy to his mother.
Here he comes.
For daily! The bird is dead!
Oh, sweetest, fairest Lily.
Oh, melancholy.
I thought he slept!
He but sleeps. If he be dead, he'll make his grave a bed.
Say, where shall I lay him?
By good Drifferly, our mother.
Be it so. Let us, Polydor, though now our voices have the mannish crack, sing him to the ground.
Nay, Cadwell, I cannot sing. I'll weep and word it with thee, for notes of sorrow out of tune are worse.
We'll speak it then.
Great griefs I see. Medicine the less. For Cloten was a queen's son, boys. Our foe was princely, and though you took his life as being our foe, yet bury him as a prince.
Pray you fetch him hither. For Thersites' body is as good as Ajax, when neither are alive.
If you'll go fetch him, we'll sing our song the whilst. Brother, begin.
Fear no more
Fear no more.
Fear no more.
The heat of the sun,
The heat of the sun,
nor your
nor the furious.
nor the furious
Winter's rages.
winter's rages.
Thou
Thou thy worldly task
Though
hast
thy
done.
worldly task hast done,
Home
Home art's gone,
home art's gone,
and taken thy wages.
and taken thy wages.
Golden lads,
Golden lads,
Golden lads,
and girls all must,
and girls all must.
chimney sweepers,
as chimney sweepers come to dust.
Chimney sweepers come to dust.
Fear no more the
Fear no more the lightning flash, nor the all-dreaded thunderstone.
Fear not slander,
Fear not slander, censure rash.
Thou
Thou hast finished
finished
joy and moan. All lovers young, all lovers must consign to thee and come to dust. We have done our obsequies. Come, let us lay him down.
Here's a few flowers. The strewings, fits for graves. Come. On. Apart upon our knees. The ground that gave them first has them again. Their pleasures here are past. So is their pain.
Yes, sir. To Milford Haven. Which is the way? Thank you. By yond bush. Pray, how far thither? Odds pitikins, can it be 6 mile yet? I have gone all night. Faith, I'll lie down and sleep. But soft, no bedfellow. Gods and goddesses, these flowers are like the pleasures of the world. This bloody man, the care on it. Good faith. A headless man. The garments of Posthumus. The bronze of Hercules. But his jovial face. How? 'Tis God. Pisanio. All curses madded Hecuba gave the Greeks be darted on thee. Damned Pisanio. 'Tis he and Cloten have laid this woe here. O Posthumus, where's thy head? Where's that? I mean, where's that? This is Pisanio's deed. He and Cloten. Have I not found this drug he gave me murderous to the senses? Oh, my lord! My lord!
To them the legions garrisoned at Gallia after your will have crossed the sea, sending you here at Milford Haven with your ships. They are in readiness.
But what from Rome?
The Senate hath stirred up gentlemen of Italy, most willing spirits that promise noble service, and they come under the conduct of bold Iachimo,
When expect you them?
with the next benefit of the wind.
This forwardness makes our hopes fair.
Last night the very gods showed me a vision. I saw Jove's bird, the Roman eagle, winged from the spongy south to this part of the west. There, vanished in sunbeams, which portend success to the Roman host.
Dream often so, and never false. Soft ho! What trunk is there? Without his top. How? A page? Sleeping or dead? Let's see the boy's face.
He's alive, my lord.
Young one, inform us of thy fortunes. What art thou?
I am nothing. Or if it be not nothing, to be were better. This was my master. A very valiant Briton and a good. That here by mountaineers lies slain.
Lack, good youth. Say his name.
Richard de Champ.
And thy name?
Fidele, sir.
Thy name fits thy faith. Thy faith thy name. Go with me.
I'll follow you, sir. But first, and it please the gods, I'll hide my master from the flies. And when, with wildwood leaves and weeds, that I've strewed his grave, I'll weep and sigh. And so, leaving his service, I'll follow you, if you please to entertain me.
Aye, good youth. We will find him the prettiest daisy plot we can, and make him with our pikes and partisans a grave. Boy, be cheerful. Wipe thine eyes. Some fools our means, the happier to arise.
Again! And bring me word how it is with the Queen. A fever, with the absence of her son. A madness in which her life's in danger. Oh, heavens! How deeply you at once do touch me! Imogen! The great part of my comfort gone! My queen upon a restful bed, and in a time when fearful wars point at me! Her son gone, and so needful for this present, it strikes me past the hope of comfort. But for thee, fellow, who needs must know of her departure, and dost seem so ignorant, will enforce it from thee by a sharp torture.
Sir, my life is yours, but for my mistress, I know nothing where she remains.
Good, my lord! The day that she was missing, he was here. I dare be bound he's true. For Cloten there wants no diligence in seeking him, and will no doubt be found.
The time is troublesome. We'll slip you for a season, but our jealousy does yet depend.
So please your majesty, the Roman legions all from Gallia drawn are landed on your coast.
Now for the counsel of my son and queen. I am amazed with matter.
Good, my lord! Come more for more, you're ready. The want is but to put those powers in motion that long to move.
I thank you. We'll meet the time as it seeks us. We cannot walk from Italy annoy us, but we grieve at chances here. Away.
I heard no letter from my master since I wrote him Imogen was slain. 'Tis strange, nor hear I from my mistress. The heavens still must work when I am false, I am honest. All other doubts by time let them be true. Fortune brings in some boats that are not steered.
The noise is round about us!
Let us from it!
What pleasure, sir, find you in life to lock it from action and adventure?
Nay, what hope of wing hiding us?
Would to the mountains! There secure us! To the king's party, there's no going.
This is, sir, a doubt in such a time, nothing becoming you nor satisfying us.
It is not likely that when they hear the Roman horses neigh, they'll waste time upon our note.
Oh, I am known by many in the army. Besides, the king has not deserved my services, nor your loves.
Pray, sir, to the army I and my brother are not known.
By the sun that shines, I'll thither.
By heavens, I'll go. If you will bless me, sir, and give me leave, I'll take the better care. But if you will not, the hazard then do fall on me by hands of Romans.
So say I. Amen.
Have with you, boys. If in your country wars you chance to die, that is my bed too, lads. And there I'll lie.
Lead. Lead! The time is long. Their blood thinks scorn. So let's fly out and show them princes born. Ho! Ho! Ho!
Yea, bloody cloth, I'll keep thee, for I wished thou shouldst be coloured thus. O Pisanio, every good servant must not all commands. Gods, you should have taken vengeance on my fault. I would have not have taken on this, so had you saved the noble Imogen to repent. I am brought hither among Italian gentry to attack my lady's kingdom. 'Tis enough, Britain, that I have killed thy mistress. Peace! I'll give no wound to thee. I'll disrobe myself of these Italian weeds and suit myself as does a Briton peasant. I'll fight against that part I come with. I'll die with thee, O Imogen, for whom my life is every breath a death. Gods, put the strength of the Leonata in me!
bitterness and conscience within my bosom removes my manhood. I have belied a lady, the princess of this country, and the air on it revengingly enfeebles me. If that thy gentry Britain goes before this lout, our laws is, we scarce are men, you are gods.
Stand! Stand and fight! We have the advantage of the ground! Stand and fight!
'Tis no fresh supplies!
His day turned strangely. Camest thou from where they made the stand?
I did.
No blame be to you, sir, for the heavens fought with them.
This was strange chance. A narrow lane, an old man and 2 boys.
2 striplings, more like to run the country base than commit such slaughter.
There was a 4th one, in a silly habit who led the affront with them.
So 'tis reported, but none of them can be found. Sam! Who's there?
A Roman! Who had not now been drooping here if seconds had answered him.
Lay hands on him. A dog. A leg of Rome shall not return to tell them what crows have pecked them here. He brags his service as if he were of note. Take him to the king.
Most welcome bondage. Away, I think, to liberty.
Stand by my side, you whom the gods have made preservers of my throne. Woe is my heart, and the poor soldier that so richly fought cannot be found. Bow your knees. Arise, my knights of the battle. Would this report become? How ended she?
With horror, madly dying like her life, which, being cruel to the world, concluded most cruel to herself. What she confessed I will report, so please you.
Proceed.
Your daughter, she confessed, was as a scorpion to her sight, whose life, but that her flight prevented it, she had taken off by poison.
Oh, most delicate fiend! Who is it can read a woman? Is there more?
More, sir, and worse. She confessed she had for you a mortal mineral. Her son she purposed to work into the adoption of the crown.
Mine eyes were not at fault, but she was beautiful. Mine ears that heard her flattery, nor my heart that thought her like a seeming.
Consider, sir, the chance of war. The day was yours by accident, but since the gods will have it thus, this one thing only I will entreat. My boy, a Briton born, let he be ransomed. He hath done no Briton harm.
I have surely seen him. His favour is familiar to me. Boy, what's thy name?
Cymbeline, sir.
Wherefore iced him so?
I'll tell you, sir, in private, if you please to give me hearing.
Upon a time, unhappy was the clock that struck the hour. It was in Rome.
I stand on fire. Come to the matter.
Posthumus Leonatus, more like a noble in love, and one that had a royal lover. Your daughter's chastity, I, wretch, wagered with him pieces of gold against it, and returned with proof enough to make Leonatus mad, whereupon methinks I see him now.
Oh, so thou dost, Italian fiend! Oh, Imogen, every villain be called Posthumus Leonatus. Oh, Imogen, my queen, my life, my wife, oh, Imogen!
Peace, my lord, here, here.
Thou scornful page, thou lie thy part!
This is sure for daylight.
Why do you throw your wedded lady from you? Think that you are upon a rock, and throw me again.
The tune of Imogen.
Hang there like fruit, my soul, till the tree die.
How now, my flesh? My child? Wilt thou not speak to me?
Your blessing, sir.
My tears that fall prove holy water unto thee, Imogen. The queen is dead. Her son is gone, we know not where.
My lord, your son, Lord Cloten, did I slay. I have spoken, and I done it.
Marry, the gods forfend, he was a prince.
A most incivil one. The wrongs he did us were nothing prince-like. We cut off his head.
Bind the offenders and take them from our presence.
Stay, Sir King. This man is better than the man they slew, as well descended as thyself. Let his arms alone, for they were not born for bondage.
Why, old soldier, would thou undo the worth thou art unpaid for by tasting of our wrath? A how of descent as good as we?
My dear sons, for mine own part, I must unfold a dangerous speech, though haply well for you.
Your danger's ours.
And our good his.
Oh, Imogen, thou hast lost by this a kingdom.
No, my lord. I've got 2 worlds by it. Oh, my gentle brothers!
My heaviness sinks my knee, as once your force did. Take that life, beseech you.
Kneel not to me. The power that I have over you is to spare you. The malice towards you, to forgive you. Live and deal with others better.
Nobly doomed. Pardon's the word to all. Lord be the gods, and let our crooked smokes climb to their nostrils from our blessed altars. Let a Roman and a British ensign wave friendly together. Set on there. Never was a war did cease, ere bloody hands were washed with such a peace.